So yeah, let's talk about cap rates. One of the nice things about triple net world is that you are experiencing higher cap rates. That's general truth. There's always a pretty decent spread between triple net and multifamily. And one of the issues we're having in multifamily right now is people are upside down, or I should say they're negatively amortized, right? And it doesn't even really make sense to get that loan, and how do you get the deal done if you can't get the loan? So are you seeing less decrease in volume compared to other things? Like I'll just give you a figure, recent figure. I think that Q1 year over year, we were down to 17%.
Wow, in multifamily?
In multifamily.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. So, I mean, that was severe.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll tell you, listen, first of all, there's no doubt about it. There is a, overall market slowdown across commercial real estate asset classes. Net lease is not immune to that. I will say that, if I look like what I'm reading about brokerages, there are brokerages that have come out with statistics very similar to what you're saying, talking about how their revenue is down by 80 or 90%.
Right.
I know myself personally, I'm as busy as I was in 2020, 2021, 2022, so I'm very thankful for that. I think that overall the market has compressed, but certain brokers have been able to continue with their momentum for a variety of strategies that they've employed. What I also will tell you, what's very very interesting, is that although the market is down as a whole, in August we were actually up 20% in terms of net lease volume. And typically, like, we start to slow down as the summer ends and people start sending their kids back to school. But I'm definitely seeing. I mean, it's amazing. One of my favorite things is to get I got an email last week from someone. Hey, I needed a net lease broker. Mentioned that. Somebody mentioned your name. I need to sell these 3 properties. So definitely have people reaching out. I mean, events like the Rite bankruptcy are going to fuel transactional volume, because there are people that are. I was advising a client last week in a specific scenario where Rite Aid wanted to slash their rent. Rite Aid was paying $212,000 at this site, medium-sized rent, and they said, we're happy to stay, because they're in bankruptcy, so they've got a lot of leverage, right? Because keep in mind, one of the powers of net lease is that the guarantee is usually huge. The guarantee is usually 100 or hundreds or thousands of units, which is great until what happens? They file for bankruptcy, which unfortunately does happen even with huge corporations. We saw this, the writing was on the wall, but regardless, people are in a bad situation. So Rite Aid, $212,000, double net. Double net means landlord is responsible for roof and structure, okay? But taxes and insurance, that's on the tenant.